Okay, hi Professor. My name is Bella, and I decided to do the Is It Paid to Be Real AMA webinar. And then I decided to use my own example to kind of like show how this is used in real life. And this webinar was by speakers Marin Becker and Nico Wiegand from the University of Cologne. So first, what is authenticity? Authenticity is the key driver of ad effectiveness, or so it is a major belief. And Forbes 2015, they said it unlocks the wallets of consumers of all ages, and it can draw the attention better than a fantasy approach because people who want to connect with brands, um, because people want to connect with brands that understand who they are. So what is a marketing problem? These are kind of the questions that the two researchers tackled. So first, what is authentic advertising? What are the different dimensions? How do these dimensions influence advertising effectiveness? And do these effects depend on different brand or product characteristics? So the first dimension is brand essence, which draws a consistent picture of the brand. This reflects their core values, style consistency, and relates to their identity. This leads to a strength in existing customers, an increased recognition, and an increased reliability and sincerity. The second dimension is brand heritage. This connects to brand's history, traditions, roots, and locality. And this provides legitimacy and it might positively affect on brand's reliability and competence. And it also increases emotional commitment and nostalgia. Third is a realistic plot, which conveys an illusion of reality in an ordinary life. So this would be like using sincere stories or ordinary spokespeople slash actors instead of celebrities. And this enables consumers to identify and interpret the benefits, and it evokes feelings of sympathy and empathy. Some downsides of this realistic plot, though, is that it can be boring or might be boring to some consumers. It could be less entertaining and less memorable. And last is presenting a credible message. So this means it's genuine and in line with the brand's performance. So this would mean, avoiding unfounded claims and demonstrating trustworthiness. So this is the research that they did. They investigated advertising effectiveness with weekly sales and corresponding ad spending. They identified shampoo companies using the Nielsen company data. They looked at price spending, in-store promotions, control variables, competitors, price ads, and distributions. And from their research, these are some of the results that they found. They use different examples in their research, but I use Curology in mine. So Curology is a direct-to-consumer brand that provides affordable prescription skincare. The consumer fills out a survey with their skincare history, and a real doctor creates a customized formula for them. I really love their branding, and I love the company, so I kind of wanted to use them. So starting with brand essence, they found that preserving brand essence is important to increasing ad effectiveness. This reinforces a distinctive brand image, especially for smaller brands who don't have that credibility yet. And managers should provide clear guidelines to their partners regarding values and styles. So if managers are working with like video production teams or photographers, they should have clear like logos, fonts, camera settings, photo, kind of like a photo look, so that when putting out this advertising, it's the same across all channels. So with Curology, this is pictures from their social media page, but they really keep their brand essence by posting things that stick to their values. So for example, they're posting, a normal consumer, like you can see in the middle picture, a normal happy consumer. On the left is a picture of a real Curology provider giving real life skincare examples. And then on the right side is kind of just a knowledgeable picture with a knowledgeable caption to provide value to their customers. So even if the consumer doesn't, or even if someone who crosses their advertising doesn't buy, they at least leave with some kind of knowledge. The next finding they had was only managers of small brands benefit from stressing heritage in advertisements. Stressing heritage for larger brands may seem artificial, and managers may use copy tests to examine whether heritage claims are helpful. So this is an excerpt from their website. It's kind of like their founding story, how they came to be, how Curology came to be. And I think this is really important in a lot of smaller startups or kind of like indie makeup brands, just because a lot of people now are very conscious consumers, so they're very aware of, who they're buying from, why they're even a company. People want to buy from companies that are ethical, who are aware. So this you can see this with Curology's brand definitely in their website. Next, managers seek entertainment with an unrealistic plot, or they should seek entertainment. So, entertainment gains recognition and breaks through ad clutter. Managers should encourage ad agencies to be more creative, and ad agencies may include absurd elements to catch consumers' attention. So, um, this one, social media advertisement can be just a plethora of, advertisements that are all the same, or there's just so many, it's like overwhelming to the consumer. So you really want to make yourself stand out. And with this, Curology really made themselves stand out with this ASMR video, because ASMRs are usually for, foodies. This is a big thing with the food world, I guess. People creating videos of them, eating, drinking foods, and listening to the sounds. But they did it with skincare, and this was really creative because they were able to translate it to another industry, to their industry, and really create like this scenic, really relaxing, calming video. So I'll show you. Okay. Oops. Um, Last but not least, for utilitarian brands, managers should stick to the truth. But for hedonic brands, managers can use puffery, and it may not be such a bad thing. Consumers, they found that consumers rely on subjective information to assess hedonic brands, and they rely on objective information to assess utilitarian brands. So utilitarian claims are concrete. So these would things be like dish detergent, or soaps, dishwashing soaps. So using claims like dissolving dirt, very straightforward, subjective. And hedonic claims are, okay, for this I meant to say hedonic claims are more abstract. Oops, my apologies. Which an example of this could be like to feel young again, um, used in like makeup or skincare advertising. But managers should be careful with inflated claims, just for safety purposes. Yeah, so as you can see, this commercial was a bit exaggerated with all the partying, or just, the actors being like super, ugh, like their facial expressions were like super extra. But this kind of demonstrates how puffery may not be such a bad thing. Um, but yeah, I really had fun with this little project. I really enjoyed applying the things that I learned to Curology. And thank you for watching.